Good morning, folks. How's everybody doing today? So, the other day I was commuting into Cleveland and there's a big traffic slowdown, and all I saw was traffic or tail lights all the way up the road, and everyone was just sitting there. And I was very peaceful because I've been through the heal yourself program and gone through the triggers method. So I was just kind of observing everybody, and almost every car I looked into, people were freaking out. They were looking over, trying to see how they could get around, how they could possibly get to their job, you know, on time so they don't get in trouble. And everybody was so nervous and anxious. And it was just kind of sickening. And in my head, I was singing the Dave Matthews song "Ants Marching," and I think the lyrics are something like, "When all the little ants are marching, red and black antennae waving, they all do it the same. They all do it the same way." And I pictured it. Everyone just scurrying along like little ants going to their job. Everyone rushing into the city. And then at the end of the day, everyone rushing back. The streets filled with people just walking by each other, trying to get to their job. And I think about like what it truly means to be free, you know, doing what your heart desires when you want to, with whom you want to, as often as you want to, however you want to. And it just, where you want to. And none of these people were experiencing freedom. They were just experiencing survival. And to me, it's just this life is getting very rote, very routine, very Groundhog Day. Like every day is the same. And just like we're scurrying to work and worried about getting to work on time, performing basically the same tasks over and over again for the same or less money than we were doing the task for yesterday. And with inflation, everything, the expenses piling up, it just doesn't make any sense. And it just so reminds me of like a slave system. You're told when to get up, you're forced to go out and perform these tasks. It's just they've masked this new slavery in this job and working definition to so they basically are blaming it on you. It's your choice. Oh, you choose to do this. Yeah, sure. Your choice is you do that or you don't eat. And I've explored other options, and the first thing you have to do is break that job mindset mentality and start sitting with yourself and going inside yourself. You can call it meditating if you want to, but sit for a moment, let all the fears and anxiety go, and just ask yourself, if money were no object, what would I be creating? What would I want to do? And once you get over over the childish fantasies of just sitting around and doing nothing and playing video games and having a moment for yourself, because we don't have enough moments for ourselves. But if you can imagine um, being without a job but not having to worry about money, and after a couple weeks, you'll start to get a little antsy. You'll start to want to do things. You'll start to want to create things, because once your survival is taken care of and the energy moves from the root chakra up into the sacral chakra, and the creative side of you starts opening up, and you can start um, discussing between you and God what God wants from you and what you want to do with God, because God asks you what you want to do also. It's not just a one-way street. And you can decide what you want to bring into this world, what you want to show people, what you want to help your fellow children of God do, what you want to, how you want to lift others up. And this whole system of little ants marching into work is just keeping us um, functioning at the lowest level that we can. And uh, I, I, I just see it's just like a global pandemic of this system that's been set up in this modern era of you got to get a job, got to do your tasks the same way for 40 to 50 years. And then at the end of it, we'll give you just enough money to relax for a few years until you get sick. And then we'll put you in the, you know, medical system and basically wait for you to die. And it's just it's dark to me. It's not exciting. There's the hope that the common man has is completely stifled, and they've programmed us to just accept this. You just accept this like it's normal. But once you break out of that, you get your head out of the weeds and drop into observer mode or rise into observer mode, and you just watch this happen, it doesn't make any sense anymore. And there's this disconnect between what your heart wants and what your head is telling you to do. And in that disconnect, um, you know, that's what causes like the dis-ease, because your heart and your soul, have this underlying subconscious mission or statement or um, existence that it wants to live, and your mind has been programmed to, no, this is what you have to do. You have to go to work, just do it. Stop questioning authority, just do what you're told. And that disconnect between the heart and the head causes all kinds of disorders and anxiety and disharmony and disease. And if we could break this job system and get to where we're not performing little tasks and then taking whatever value we create and hoarding it for 40 years until we can relax one day, and then one day, this magical one day, we can have the life that we truly want. And there are very, very few people that make it to one day and have enough money to actually be free or have the health to be free. And so we're putting all of our eggs in this one retirement basket and hoping that if we work hard enough for long enough, we can get to the end of the yellow brick road and get to relax for the last 20 years of our life and actually do the things that our soul and our heart desires to do. And guys, I just think this system is broken. So I'm taking action steps to change that. And you can too if you go to Get to Freedom. That's get the number 2 freedom.com. Come see the programs that I'm working on and I'm working in to change my life and get out of this job slavery system. And it's available for everybody. It's very simple, and it changes us from keeping our heads down and just scurrying around doing our little tasks that we're given to opening up a life of freedom and opportunity and creativity and connection with God and doing the things that your heart desires and your soul desires, and get back that heart and head connection so we can stop coming into disease and we can be healthy and we can tap into that 0 point energy that just comes out of us and comes from within, and really get in touch with the life that your soul wants to live and the life that you want to live and experience and wake up happy and excited about all the experiences that you get to have and all the things that you get to do and all the time that you get to spend with the people you want to spend, And um, it's just, it's a totally different way of living than what is offered by what you're doing right now. So come on in, check it out, and see if your life will change